Hello everyone, thank you for listening and watching. My name is NefandEli and you can find my information in the description box below. So I've been picking up on a lot of energy of people trying to do negative energy work on other people's finances, particularly when it comes to the twin flame soulmate dynamic. We've known for the past couple of videos, I've talked about how there's going to be some separations, how there's going to be some final conclusions to twin flame and soulmate divine counterpart unions in this lifetime, because one of the persons involved is not willing to do the work on themselves. Instead, they're choosing to use their power to send out negative energy. They're choosing to use their power to try to stop you, to try to stop others, to try to sabotage other people, not knowing that all of that energy they're sending out is being multiplied and coming right back to them. It might not happen right away, and usually it happens in a way that you would least expect. Okay? The means does not justify the end. Now, there are people who, if you send them negative energy, if you try to do black magic or spell work on them, first of all, it's not going to work. Second of all, you're going to get triple and quadruple karma, because if this person is chosen, if they are a light worker, if they're a way shower, if they are here to do God's work, then when you try to do negative work on that person, you are interfering with God's plan. And I can promise you, your arms are not long enough to box with God. And the funny thing about spirit is they recognize our free will. They recognize that time is a lot slower on our dimension, or in our dimension. So we need time to make decisions. We need time to process information. We need time to take action. And this is positive or negative. So in that time, we have an opportunity to shift. So for example, if we have negative intentions, we always have the option of turning around and going in another direction, repenting. But because this negativity that people hold is demonic, first of all, so just like we get energy from the divine, people that choose to side with the darkness will also get quote unquote power and energy from that negativity. And let's face it, there's a lot of negativity in the world. Okay, there's a supply, an endless supply of it for people to draw off of. Okay, but what happens is they're so emotional, they're so focused on destroying you, destroying me, destroying somebody else, that their judgment is clouded. They are no longer using their mind, right? Their mind is gone. Like if you sell your soul to the devil, that's the first thing he takes, okay, for lack of a better word. He takes control of your mind, because the mind is like your central processing unit, okay? So once the devil has control of your mind, the only emotion that really makes sense to you is fear and all of the lower vibrational emotions attached to that. So there is no rationale with some people. They are just determined to destroy you. They're determined to do spell work on you. They're determined to see you fail, even though they know they're going to get karma. That is truly demonic. That's truly demonic. When somebody knows that even though I am going to get bad karma, I don't care. I just want to see that person fail. So having said all of that, I think it's important for us to understand that it is critical for us to keep up with our protection work. But sometimes this energy gets so overwhelming. Like I've been very emotional for the past couple of days, because I just keep asking God, why? Why are people allowed to do this? Why are they doing this to me? And it's because they have no soul, essentially, right? They're not on your side. So we have to make a decision to keep moving forward and to trust and believe that God sees everything, that our spirit team sees everything that we're going through, everything that we're having to deal with as far as the challenges, the obstacles, the hindrances that other people are creating and the ones that we're creating for ourselves because we're not doing what we're guided to do, right? I'm hearing the message, the angel number 982, and this speaks to following even those gentle urgings of your soul. So when we get that intuitive hit, whether it's big or small, we need to follow it because in God's eyes, it's doesn't matter like the size, right? It's just guidance. And one piece of guidance leads to the next piece of guidance, leads to the next piece of guidance. So we can't discredit anything that we get. We can't ignore any of our downloads. It's so important right now because I'm feeling a ramping up of energy, like something good is getting ready to happen. And you know when that energy is ramping up, so is darkness, because that is what they're supposed to do. That is why they're here. That is their assignment, right? And I'm starting to get that now. You know, I'm also thinking of the spirit animal sea otter, and he talks about acceptance. You know, it is what it is. There's just going to be people that will be relentlessly spiritually attacking you for the rest of their raggedy fucking life because they are not as courageous as you. They're not you, right? Not everybody is chosen. Not everybody's a light worker. Not everybody is going to get the same blessings, right? Many are called, but very few are chosen, and that is because there's work involved. I don't ever understand why people are jealous of me. I mean, the people that are in my life that are envious of me, they wouldn't have been able to go through half of the bullshit I went through. Being in a homeless shelter, being betrayed by everybody I fucking love, and still I'm standing. Still I'm here doing my motherfucking thing, raising my son, doing my shit. Nobody's ever fucking stopped me. They've tried, and it was heartbreaking. So many fucking tears because I was just disappointed. I was let down by these people. And that's something that I'm learning to be honest with spirit about. You know, it's not all love and light. I'm fucking pissed. I'm mad that these people that I loved and cared about and thought loved and cared about me betrayed me and fucked me over. I'm pissed about that. And I'm learning to get over it, but I'm just keeping it 100. Okay? There's a few people that if I bump into them, it's going the fuck down. So I've got to be in a really, really good energy on that day. But anyways, I just wanted to make this video because I know that a lot of us are struggling right now. We're having to face our own shadow too with the negative emotions and the resentment that we still feel for these people. I made a video about that the other day, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm resentful, and I know it's not healthy. I'm doing things in my personal life to release this energy, to move it out of my auric field. But again, it's a process. It takes time, and the only way out is through. I can't just ignore things that come up within me. I have to feel them, process them, and heal them. So yeah, I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be fatigued. I'm going to be crying, like all of that. And it has to be okay. But just know that there are certain people, like I've mentioned in other videos, that will not heal in this lifetime. They just fucking won't. They're not going to do the work. They've told God, fuck you. And they're just going to, I don't know, but they're not going to do what they're called to do. And it might be lifetimes before they decide to get on the right path. But we can't wait around for these people. We cannot acquiesce to drama and fuck shit and low vibrational activities and people and situations and things. To the best of our ability, we need to keep it moving. It's going to be hard some days, challenges, obstacles, hindrances, which ultimately are to teach us lessons. But I think it's important for us to acknowledge the emotion that we feel because we're human beings. We have emotions. And I just don't want us to get caught up in that toxic positivity, that it's all love and light, because it's not all love and light all the fucking time. It's just not. Okay, the spiritual journey can be arduous. That path can be narrow and rocky and dark and scary. And that all has to be okay with us, because we're going to move forward. We're going to have to go through that at some point. So we can resist it all we want to. But if you're going to move forward, you got to go through that shit. It is what it is. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, because I would change a lot of shit. Okay. But I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I look forward to speaking to you again really soon. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.